So I'm Michael Solway, and I work for Martine's Wines, Inc. Of Novato, California. We're an importer of French and Portuguese small estate handmade wines. Martine Saunier was the first woman to import French wine into the United States in the mid-60s, and then founded her own company in 1978. All of the people that we work with, again, are small family wineries, people that are growing their grapes, making their wine. By and large, most of them are sustainable, organic, or biodynamic farmers. Martine does not rest on her laurels. She's always finding new suppliers for us. One of our new suppliers is Champagne Saint-Chamond. This is the wines of Stéphane Coquillet, actually Christian Coquillet. Stéphane Coquillet is his son, and we and Alexis sell those wines as well. Small producer, little house in Epernay with a cellar that goes for about a half a mile, bottles going back to the 19th century. He's working about 11 acres of land, primarily Chardonnay, and the bottlings almost exclusively are all Blanc de Blanc. This is his non-vintage Blanc de Blanc. We are also offering the 1996, which is current release, in half bottle. In addition to Champagne, we do many other sparkling wines from France. This is a Crémant, and Crémant is just the French term for any sparkling wine that is not from Champagne. So this is a Crémant de Loire. This is made out of Chenin Blanc Chardonnay, and interestingly enough, a little bit of Cabernet Franc. The vineyards are biodynamically farmed, and they are producing sparkling, white, red, pink, and sweet wines. The next wine, also from Clos de Briderie, is their parcel in Montlouis. Montlouis is the appellation next to Vouvray, so it's 100% Chenin Blanc. Again, all biodynamic, demi-sec, and this is Clos de Volagre is the vineyard parcel. Next up, we're going to northeastern France, to Alsace on the German border. This is Remy Gresser from the town of Anlau. Anlau is the furthest north of all the growing regions in Alsace. Remy is the chairman of the Growers Association. His family's been on the property since 1532, and he is also a biodynamic farmer. We have yet another offering from Clos de Briderie. This is their Touran Mezlan Blanc. Touran is the central Loire Valley, again in the same general region as Montlouis and Vouvray, and this is half Chardonnay and half Chenin Blanc. Next is our newest producer, Patrick Pouz, and Patrick Pouz is actually a French-Canadian that moved to Canada about a dozen years ago to work a summer harvest. He was hired at Domaine Le Fleuve, became the head of their Chablis cellar within a couple of years. Later on, he went to Verger, where again he eventually became in charge of the Chablis program, and finally to Jean-Marc Brocard, who is the largest single independent vigneron in Chablis. After working there a few years as the cellar master, he has started his own label. This is his Petit Chablis, and he's making about a dozen wines from vineyards that he selects but does not own. Most of them, again, organically farmed. Patrice Rion is from a very famous Burgundian wine family. His father, Daniel Rion, is where Patrice was winemaker for nearly 20 years, and then went off on his own to open his own estate. He's in Nuit Saint-Georges and has about 11 hectares of land, so about 26 acres. And all of his vineyards are farmed organically or biodynamically as well. This is his Bourgogne Blanc and his Bourgogne Rouge, and finally Chambon-Musigny. And he is exploiting the appellations of Vougeot, Gevrey-Chambertin, Chambon-Musigny, and Nuit Saint-Georges. Another wine from our friends at Clos de Briderie. This is the Touran Mezlan Rouge, and this is 40% of a grape they call Côte Noire, which is Malbec, with 30% Gamay and 30% Cabernet Franc, also from biodynamic vineyards. Next, we have a Syrah Vin du Pays, Colline de Rodian. This is an appellation that stretches along the northern Loire. These are hillsides above Saint-Joseph and Côte-Rôtie. They grow red and white grapes there. This one is 100% Syrah. The Vernet family is one of the venerable families of the Northern Rhone. In fact, they were the first family of Condrieu, and their parcel, Coteau de Vernon in Condrieu, was the first vineyard in the region to receive appellation status. Now it is George's daughter, Christine Vernet, the concert pianist, now retired to be a winemaker. And another one of their great Syrahs, their Saint-Joseph from Old Vines. Lastly, we have wine from the great Portuguese winemaker, Dirk Niepoort, but this is a wine that he actually made in concert with his ex-wife, Dorli Muir, in Austria. This is from the region of Carnuntum, which is an old walled vineyard area south of Vienna, just not far from the Danube River, and it's 100% Blaufränkisch.